Hello, hello, and welcome back. I'm Claire. This is Purple Poppy, and I've just realised that I'm way behind with the alphabet challenge. So we're going to do E and F today. So it's a paper craft project. Now I've already cut myself a base backboard, and this is envelope. Yep. So I have got two pieces of vintage book page. I've got an envelope which came from a DigiKit, and I'm really sorry, but I can't remember which one it was. I've got napkin birds, so that's, basically where we're going to start. We're going to get a messy mat up, scoop this lot onto it, and we're going to do E. So if anybody wants to know, this piece of card is basically 7 by 3.5, and I've just rounded the corners off, and it's a piece of old file folder, English file folder, which is usually green or blue, or it's not the tabbed buff ones that they have in America. So I'm going to start with some trusty old glue stick, and I'm just going to put down these vintage book pages in a bit of a collage. So I'm going to get right to the edge so that I've got a little bit of excess to trim off. I don't want, to see any of the green. So I think we'll have that one. Didn't put glue at the bottom, did I? Come on, Claire, get with it. Goodness me. It's not that early in the morning. Like so. Then this one. So just, covering my card, basically, making a bit of interesting background. Whoops. I'm going to take that one across there, like that. I suppose really it might have been interesting to have had a third one, but it is what it is. I just bought two, so two is what we're working with. So anyway, how are you all? What have you been up to? Lots going on here, as always. I always seem to always be saying that to you, lots going on here. But it's true, always busy doing something or other. If you follow along regularly, you'll be aware what a crazy busy person I am, but I love it. Keeps me sane. Right, we need a bit of white up there. I think we'll go that way. There. We've got everything there, haven't we? So let's do different angle white at the bottom. There we go. And then we'll just, actually I'm not going to worry about that bit because obviously my envelope's going to go in the middle and that's going to cover it up. So let's get all that trimmed up, and then of course it'll be trusty inking time. I feel like I've got nothing to tell you. I'm really sorry. I haven't been out anywhere. Oh, I went to go and do the food shopping yesterday, and the flaming car wouldn't start, so that's a whole new problem hubby's got to sort out. I managed to just go to the corner shop, grab bread and milk, which has obviously got us through yesterday and today, but goodness knows what's going to happen now. I'm hoping it's something really minor, and he can sort that out, because it has been pretty chilly, so it might just be that the battery needs a bit of TLC or something. Right, so there you go. So that's our background. I'm going to break out some... Actually, do you know what? No, I am. I was going to say let's put some colour in it for a change, but no, I'm not feeling it. So I've got my archival sepia and a brush, and I'm just going to, whoops, run round the edges, add a little bit of colour. So yeah, that's my news of the week. Not very exciting, is it? That's mainly because there is something very exciting going on, but I can't really talk about it. I keep saying this, but trust me, it's going to come. And then I thought what I would do is, where are my... Here's my little birds. I thought if I could get a bird at the top right there, that might be interesting, mightn't it? Or, as it's got a blue stamp on it, do I want the blue one? I feel like blue one's better, don't you? So let's do our water cutout. Don't spill the water everywhere, Claire. So we just go round him like that, and just pull that excess napkin off. There we go. I'll put the lid back on that, because you know what's going to happen, don't you? It's just going to go spilling everywhere. So now he is going to sit up there like that, and we can stamp our E on there. I haven't even got my stamps out yet. And then our envelope can go there, and we can make something to go into our envelope. All good and dandy. So we'll get the decoupage medium out. This is the same one that I always use. It's the matte version, and this particular one comes from Hobbycraft. Whoops, can't pick it up now. There we go. So just roughly where I think it's going to be, and then popping it down and working it on. I told you before, I like to put it underneath as well as on top, because I feel that's what makes it the best for completely translucent. So okay, actually I'm going to take the lid back off this, and then I can put my brush in the water, because I don't want it setting rock hard for that glue. I need to find my alphabets, which I probably should have done before I turn the camera on. You can hear me rifling through my... Whoa, Jenga! Rifling through my shelf of stamp folders. There it is. So we need E, and we're going to need F, so I might just take that one out as well. There we go. So stamp block, black ink, stick our E on there. And then we're going to get that in that top corner. There we go, there's our E. We'll put our F on ready for in a minute. And then we're going to put some liquid glue on this envelope. And we're going to pop that down there. Now, because we've got the envelope, I'm going to put a vintage or bit of vintage letter in it. So in my tin here, I have got, see, there are some benefits to having a tiny craft corner rather than a craft room. So we've got this vintage letter here. I think if we tear it there, that's going to fit in there. We'll give it a turn like that. And then I'm just going to put some glue on the fold. And then I'm going to put some glue on it. Open up this envelope. We can pop that down. That's glued in, but it's also still a pocket. I can put something in on top of that letter. So if there's nothing in the pocket, looks interesting, but I can still, let's find something. Oh, actually there was a photograph there, wasn't there? There you go. But we can add something to the pocket as well. There you go. So there's my E. Okay, we'll put that over there. That can see about drying. And then let's look at F. So I've got the same kind of green card, but this one is for a frame. So I obviously don't want to use the same kinds of bookmark background on there. So I've got to think about what I'd like to do instead. And I'm thinking one of the things that I could do is use this lovely tissue by Alison Bomber. That would go on there beautifully, wouldn't it? That would give me a really nice background. So if I just give that a little snip across there, actually it would make sense to you. No, I'm just going to glue it. I was thinking about matte medium in it again, but I think no, I think we're just going to go for Pritt Stick. We're going to get this stuck down on here like that. Okay, we'll trim it up. Sounds like next door's having a bit of a party. Or they're having a little jamming session while they do the housework, whatever. Okay, get all that off me scissors. Yeah, it's interesting. I love it. I think it goes that way, or I want it that way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my F about there, so then I can work around it. That's the plan. So it's going to go there, like that. F. Right. Now, this is the picture that I wanted to put in the frame. I'm always wondering now whether to actually cut out. See, I was originally going to put these like strips, but I'm going to cover up all that lovely background. So, change of plan. Take my craft knife and my ruler. And how big is my picture? So, I'm going to go from there to there. How big is that? A little tiny bit more. Okay. So, we've got a nice slit there. That's going to sit fine. So then if I do the same thing down the side of that F and come, say, there to about there. Ooh. Ooh. Now if I was to find a picture that went the other way, do I actually want to cut that out properly, or do I want a picture that would slide in there? You know what's happening, don't you? Right, let's have a little look. Yeah, no, just do it, Claire. Just do it. So, where is the top? There is the top. So, I'm going across there. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. And then and across there. She, oh yeah, that gingery hair to me makes her almost like forest nymphy. Forest nymph. Yeah, I love it. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a piece of glue, not a piece, some glue, all the way around the edge. And we're going to glue her down. And then the whole thing's become a frame, hasn't it? like that. Does now need some backing that it didn't need before, but that's fine. But also I've got these, they're not wood, they're like a really thick paper, and I'm going to try and, the only trouble is they're very delicate and you can be prone to snapping them if you're not totally careful. And of course on camera it's just gonna happen, isn't it? We'll see. Oh no, I think we might, yeah, we might be okay. Look how delicate and beautiful they are. So I think that one, I want that one as well, because I did say about her being a forest nymph. So there's another one. No, I think I like just the one. So that one can go back in the envelope. But I feel like I need something behind it now. So maybe this is where these papers that I originally had, like this one here, is gorgeous, isn't it? So maybe if we use our tear ruler, we tear down that line and go maybe to there. So we're getting that butterfly, aren't we? A butterfly. Do I want that word to show? And I'll put the flowers up this side. Yeah, I think I like to keep the writing. Or do I want to see the, yeah, no, we're going that way. Right, so we're going to glue this. It's got Pussycat on the back. This is out the Spaghetti Soup book. Okay, now these, I always do this, but please don't do this if you've got sensitive skin. Don't want to be responsible for anyone getting allergies or anything like that. I just find it's the easiest way to get glue and all those, see, all those finicky little bits, and then just press that home, and then I just wipe that off. Get some soap and water on it properly in a minute. Okay, I just think that looks beautiful. It's a beautiful frame. Okay, now do I want to run some ink around that? I think if it's foresty, what if we put some green around? I've got rustic wilderness. That might be nice. So we're going to run this round. Just taking the whole pad. There we go. Got some green running around there. Oh, I just think that looks absolutely gorgeous. So then just to finish it off, we need something on the back, don't we? So pull in some coffee dyed paper and we'll just stick that down on there, and then trim off the edge. And not only is this copy dyed, but it's lined paper from one of those, you know, what's it books. So it makes it great for writing. I'll take my ruler. Oops. That's my cake. Just 1 second. Okay, cake out the oven. And then I'll tear that one. And then I'm just going to run the scissors around the rest. So and now those rounded corners are a bit badly trimmed, Claire, so I'm just going to pop that in. Oh, it's not going to trim. It's because my scissors are covered in glue. I really must go and wash them while I wash the residue glue off the back of my hand. As I say, please don't do that if you've got any type of sensitive skin. I'm not going to be responsible for people injuring themselves because they did something Claire did. Right, there you go, and there's the back now. We can write on it. So I'm back up to date. We got E and we got F. As always, a huge thank you for coming to spend time with me today. Hope you found some joy and inspiration. Stay safe. I'll see you very soon. Ta-ta for now.